The international community and election observers have said that the 2027 general elections will be one of the worst elections in the history of Nigeria. I repeat, the international community and election observers, both local and foreign, have said that the 2027 general elections would be one of the worst elections in the history of Nigeria. When you look at Nigeria politically today, we have been divided into North and Southern Nigeria. Northern presidency, Southern presidency. Now, 2027 elections is a do or die affair for politicians. Northern Nigeria have said that if Tinubu is allowed to win the next election, Northern politicians would be relegated politically. That Tinubu will deal with Northern Nigeria if he is allowed to win the next election. That is why it is a do or die affair for politicians both in Northern Nigeria and Southern Nigeria to come against themselves. 2027. When you look at Southern Nigeria today, structures are being collapsed by the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to align Southern Nigeria for his victory 2027. Go to Northern Nigeria. The ADC, some Northern politicians are making efforts to unite Arewa together against Tinubu, whether through propaganda, whether through religion, or whatever they are doing. They are uniting Northern Nigeria against a Southern president called Tinubu. Now, critically, the Southwest is under threat politically if Tinubu does not restructure the country. Now, it is being said that Tinubu has to restructure the country to preserve the future of Southern Nigeria. I repeat, Tinubu has to restructure the country to preserve the future of Southern Nigeria. If Northern Nigeria, under these circumstances and conditions, hold political power, what they will do to Southwest, especially the Yorubas, what they will do will be unprecedented. Now, somebody is saying that the Southwest don't understand the damage that Tinubu has done to their region. That if Tinubu leaves power today, Southwest, they go sing way, Southwest, they go hear him. If Tinubu leave power today. But I beg to differ. You see, you don't understand the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I told people that this man called Tinubu, I don't see him as a Yoruba person, like an average Yoruba or an average person. He might not look so convincing to you, but the guy is smart and intelligent. The guy has been planning for this presidency for a very long time. He's a long gamer. He plans for the future. I am not praising him, neither am I supporting him. But you don't underestimate the quality of your opponent or somebody who you are about to fight with. I told the ADC and the coalition, get your act together, because this Tinubu, not even the APC, this Tinubu, it takes a coalition to beat him, to win him at the elections. There's one thing about Tinubu. There's one thing to winning the elections. There's another thing for him to announce you winner. Just know that. Just like what happened with Jonathan and Buhari. If it were Tinubu, Wike or Rufai, they will have nullified that elections and called for a rerun. I'm telling you. So it is one thing to beat Tinubu, not even the APC. Because the kind of politics that Tinubu brought into Nigeria, my brother, that politics is dangerous. So people that are saying that Southwest will suffer if Tinubu leaves office, there are conditions to that suffering. Now, today, if you want to win elections in Nigeria today, if you want to win elections, you need to align with Southwest Nigeria, because Tinubu is building the Southwest as a voting bloc, a region that has a voting bloc. Most of Nigeria's population is found in Southwest Nigeria because of the development. Look at what is happening in Oyo State, Ogun State. Everybody is pushing themselves to limits. That's why even Lagos, they call Lagos Center of Excellence. Lagos lead, others follow. That is why everybody is living there's no state that is not represented in Lagos in Nigeria today. There's no state. Almost all your governors, former governors, senators have a residence in Lagos State. So it will be difficult for you to muzzle Southwest in a way. I'm advising the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he needs to restructure the country so that Southern Nigeria will be in a safe place from Northern Nigeria. Look at what Rufai is doing. Atiku is silent. I heard P2B wants to take a break. All thanks to the way and manner the APC played their politics with propaganda, with everything, with force and the police and everything. Using they wear them out, they silence them, they weaken the opposition. So it is going to be very difficult for the Southwest to just start suffering like that after Tinubu, because there are groundworks, there are things that are being, foundations that are being built for the Southwest as with Tinubu as president. What he is doing is small. If he wins the next election, you will see the true color of a Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm telling you, they are going to insert themselves in every foundation of Nigeria, the Southwesterners. Whether it is business, whether it is tech, science and technology, whether it is farming, whether it is mining, whether it is oil, whether it is banking sector, every sector of the economy, they are going to fix themselves in all these sectors. Then if a Northerner comes, it will be difficult for Northerners to just wipe them away like that or play that politics. I gave you an example, Dangote. In fact, when you look at the top richest men in Nigeria, we have Rabiu, we have Dangote, we have Otedola, we have Adenuga. 2 of them are Northerners, 2 of them are Southwesterners. Southwesterners. I know I call them Southwesterners. Now, for Nigeria to work, you must have to align. We have Elumelu also. You have Elumelu. You need to align with these guys, irrespective of your tribe and your party. So if a Northern president is going to come, you know, there's a structure that is being built. And that structure, it will be difficult for you to do away with a person like Dangote. It will be difficult for you to do away with a person like Otedola. It will be difficult for you to do away with a person like Adenuga and some other persons in the oil sector that is being positioned by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. His people that is putting everywhere sector, nook and cranny of power. Within 8 years, they will have achieved so much. No, sometimes it is good for you to think like a politician. Me, I always think like a politician. I want to get into their minds and believe these are the things that they will likely do. For instance, now, if I'm a politician and I have a mandate of the Southwest, for instance, they set me to NNPC as one of the regional directors or a top position in NNPC. Don't you think that I'll have a base whereby I will groom some people that I will put in various places, positions, whether onshore, offshore, whatever it is, in the office or out of the office or contracts or monitoring, everything. I will bring my people. That is the template I see the Southwest doing. My people, Yoruba people all around me, I will groom them. I'll go to schools, the best guys. I'll select them. Maybe the best graduating student in Ife is an Igbo person. But I'll look for a second person who at least is like at the top ladder. Instead of me to choose an Igbo person, because, like I said, bigotry is in this government. Everybody is preserving their own village. I always talk to my brothers. The reality, you must face the reality. If you refuse to face the reality will face you, and you can do nothing. I'm telling you, preserving our culture, our identity, and building harmony amongst ourselves is very key in the world today, today's world. Look at Australia. Everybody, they are saying conservatism all over the world. Everybody's being conservative. Now the Muslim invasion in Europe has awoken the people. Everybody's being conservative. Look at Donald Trump. American jobs for Americans. Illegal migrants go away. You cannot you cannot tell a people how to think. If we have Yoruba Ronu in the Southwest and they decide to think in a certain way, you cannot force them to change their thoughts, their thought pattern. Everybody will have a consequence for his action. If the path the Yoruba Ronu is taking is going to benefit them today and in the future, let them take it. That is their business. Your business is you have an interest. You have a place. You have a place of lobbying and politics. You have something, you have a land of your own. You have a culture and heritage of your own that you need to protect. I'm talking to my Igbo brothers. Look at Ladipo today. All the people with Alaba, all the people with out of 5 executive members, only one Igbo man. for Alaba. It used to be Igbos. In Alaba, only one Igbo man, I think his name is Emmanuel DK. I would like to speak to him one day. I would like to speak to that young man one day. How does he cope with the whole thing going on in Nigeria today? See, Nigeria was never designed to be stable. So this is what you be expecting at different points in time. The people that created Nigeria, they want Nigeria to be in chaos like this so that they can be inserting their rulership. For instance, now, Tinubu becoming president. I know that it's going to take Tinubu a lot of courage, boldness to restructure Nigeria against the will of his colonial masters, his imperialists. If today you don't know that Tinubu has an Oga, my brother, I don't know what I will call you. If you don't know that Tinubu has people he listen, people that are sending him errand codedly, then I know that you're a political novice. You don't know anything about politics. You're just ignorant of some things. You might know some things, but this particular one, you are ignorant of it. So what I would do is that I will select people and avail them with the experience, create connections and ties, put them in circles whereby they can duplicate. See, so many opportunities. So when the Yorubas have filled almost civil service everywhere in Nigeria, holding critical position. For instance, now I'm an Igbo person. I have a company. And that company is an oil company. We refine oil. And my chief engineer is a Yoruba person. And my operations is a Fulani person. I'm a bigot. For instance, I'm a bigot. I want to be employing my brothers. I cannot do away with my chief engineer, no matter where he comes from. Even though he's a Fulani, even though he's a brother to he's a brother to Uthman Danfodio, I will not do away with him, because business at some point does not need emotions. There are places you can need emotions. Business, there's no emotion there. So they will position their people in places where there are no emotions. The very critical areas, they might put anybody. That's how they will fix them in the system. They are fixing them in the system now. I know if somebody is watching me, if a politician is watching me, they'll be asking, how does this guy understand this kind of thing? I may be giving them ideas on what to do. Like me, I'm a politician. I'm a cop, my brother. People that know me, if you see me, you underestimate me, my brother. It is on you. Some people even call me Tinubu because of my tactics in achieving what I want to achieve. That's what I'm saying. See, the Southwest, the only way the Southwest can regret is when Tinubu does not restructure the country. Because as it stands today, politicians, they are very wicked, very liar, manipulative. They don't get conscience. I'm telling you, these our politicians will get conscience, but these are our Nigerian this one will do so. Where they don't enter different society and courts. So politicians in South and Southeast, it will not take them anything for them to align with Northern Nigeria against the Southwest in the coming years. So don't think that today all of us, we are supporting Southern presidency. Most of us, we are supporting Southern presidency. Don't think that tomorrow they cannot backstab you. If your own brother in the Southwest can backstab you, according to the Ronus, people like Aregbesola and many others, people like Badebo, Rose Vivo and many others, they have backstabbed, they have betrayed. If your own people can betray you, don't talk of somebody else in the Southwest and the Southeast. Don't talk of those people. So the problem that the Southwest will face is that in the nearest future, if Tinubu does not restructure this country, then there will be a lot of pressure from other regions. Like I said, if there's unity between South, Southeast, and Northern Nigeria, there's nothing Southwest can do. It will only take a number of time for Southwest and for them to remove Southwest from the stronghold. You know, say now Southwest is holding Nigeria hostage now. The best region, the best place to invest. The security threat in the Southwest is not compared to other places. Just in Edo State yesterday, kidnappers, they kidnap anyhow. NSCDC officers, 8 of them were killed in Edo State last week. Just few hours ago, kidnappers kidnap. People just, they travel. They just stop bus, carry people waiting for bus, 18-seater bus, carry people waiting for like 3 cars. They carry them straight into the bush. They carry them straight into the bush. That is why Nigeria is a country. Why can't we have drone? If you do this in America, from the satellite, they will watch you. They go locate where you did. At that point where that thing happened, when there's a pressure, you just see helicopter, don't they target everywhere. They don't even surveil, they go see them live. They carry them, go busho. What are you saying? What are you saying? Just get the phone number of one of the people that were kidnapped. Just get it. Let's not even go there. So as it stands, the only way Southwest cannot be muzzled if Tinubu restructure the country. But even Tinubu does not restructure the country, it will take a very long time for you to muzzle the Southwest. When you look at it critically, in the past, who are the well-known activists? People that have that have pushed for, like, people that have come out to challenge government. They are mostly from the Southwest. Gani Fayemi is there. We have Bola Ige. Today, even though Showore is a creation of the system, these are people that since the days of Abiola, these guys don't they run package. The Southwest have been enlightened from time. I'm not praising the Southwest because I grew up in the Southwest. Me, I get sense. I know it. I study people. I don't study the trends. If I tell you about an Igbo man, just that Igbo man is disconnected from his chi. So many atrocities have been committed in the land, and it's affecting the Igbo man. Igbo man is a very special creature. You know, one thing about Igbo, some people don't know that there are some Igbo men that are existing today. They don't come out, they don't talk. If you have an experience with them, you say, which kind of human being is this? They don't come out. The Southwest own the media. They can express a lot. And as they express themselves, you notice them. Through their intellectual, whatever, sagacity and whatever they are doing online. Some Igbos prefer to stay in silence and be achieving silently. Although some of the little ones that will just come online and be showing their way, you know, now people they make mouth. Now they will come online because they do like say they get money. People, if you get, you that are watching me, we'll ever see 10 million. If you get 1 billion today, if you get 1 billion, legit, you get 1 billion today, you go humble. You could even fear to come out. I watched Dangote speak at the wedding of Femi Otedola's daughter. I watched him speak. 3 richest men in Africa, 3 richest black billionaires, they came together and they attended that wedding in, I think, Iceland. And they made certain statements. Otedola bought the house where they go do engagement. He bought the house next. In this one, within how many weeks, millions of dollars, and did not make much about it. These people, you see wealth. Otedola go wear normal. If you see the phone that they use, you go to shock. Most times they are being forced to use some of these phones. So, like the average Southwesterner, it will be difficult because they are enlightened politically. The only thing that can happen to Southwest is if they create a division within the Southwest and the Southwest start fighting themselves. That's the only way that it will be easy to bring them down. But the Southwest have come to an extent whereby they have a way of trying to play smart. There's a book they call She Stooped to Conquer. She arranged herself. I don't say pretend or uncanny. I don't use the word. But in politics, sometimes, in war, sometimes you need to retreat and re-strategize. The Southwest know how to strategize and be calm for a very long while. You see, Tinubu say, snatch it, grab it, and run away with it. Understand how Tinubu took power. Understand how he deceived a lot of people that he's not feeling fine. Of course, he's not feeling fine, but not the drama he acted during the last campaign. You see how Northern Nigeria were carried away, the whole country. Were carried away. See how they played their politics, how they inserted themselves in Nigeria. They were not using the Unzombu approach or Gidi approach. They did it systematically, moving from one department to another, gaining, they will laugh, they will greet, they have omoluabi, respect, bow down, everything, we connect with it and everything until it gets to a point that power is in the hands of the Southwest. And Tinubu is being brutal without power. And he wants to teach Northern Nigeria a lesson. And Northern Nigeria is saying, come on, bring it on. When Tinubu brought it on, now them they cry. They are now desperate, looking for every measure, every way to make sure that they bring this man down before 2027. Like I said, Nigeria as a country, if Nigeria keeps on existing, your cultural heritage will be threatened. Your cultural heritage, your identity, your history will be threatened if Nigeria keeps on existing. We need to make sure that we break up this current system that is threatening our existence. It's ripping off of our identity. We cannot come and say we are this and that by admitting one Nigeria. There's an example of a lady called Njoku. She's holding, I don't want to go into that because that's a lot of about bigotry. Owambe, Lagos Party, this and that. I read about it and everything. And the Igbo culture infused in Yoruba culture, giving it a Nigerian vibe. Because of one Nigeria, they go carry your culture, you go mix and mix and mix them. It does not look like original. Then they will be looking for who to be domineering. Rome culture, they dominate other people's culture. How does Rome use their culture and dominate you? They will conquer you first. You become their slave. They impose their culture on you. But in today's Nigeria, nobody seems to be conquering the other person. But systematically, they will enter you, permeate you. Then they will come and reinterpret you. Now, the Minister of Education, I'm going to end with this. The Minister of Education brought in a new curriculum. History will be taught from primary to GSS, history. And the language approved for instruction is Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. In Nigeria, we have many other nationalities, many other dialects, people, tribes. Now, what about the Ibibio, other people? What about the Kanuri? What about the Fulani? Now, what Nigeria make all, they streamline everybody. Come one, Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. And we are here. We don't want to protect ourselves. May God help Nigerians.